So,
What is that like? Where are you right now? What's going through Jess's head?
um, like I'm cool for the most part, you know. Like I'm cool, meaning like when I mean I'm cool, like I'm okay, like like mentally okay, physically okay. But then it's like a new world for me. It's a whole new life, you know. It's like you could call your moms. I can't call my moms for any little thing. So it's just like that's a whole new life. So it's like basically being you're birthed on Earth again, just without any parents this time. So you starting all over from scratch. So you gotta really figure things out on your own. That's the whole new drawing board. Like that's the whole new skit.
Now, like for someone tuning in that's in a similar situation, like
Hmm.
what can they utilize or think like just to stay positive? Because like I said, off the FaceTime call, you're a very positive person, and you
Hmm.
took everything that the situation that happened as like, all right, this is just a life lesson. What life lessons did you see, and what should the people hear?
I mean, if your parents are alive, just be close with them. If you got a situation with your parents or whatever, any family member, just clean it up, bro. It's before my pops passed away, he told me anything could be fixed by just fixing it.
Mm.
And that's true, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like,
One
why should
hundred
I sit here
percent.
and hold a grudge on some shit that happened probably like 16 years ago? I mean, even though it could be some detrimental shit, like it could be some wild shit, but it's like, yo, bro, I gotta clean this up real quick. Like, we could fix this. We ain't gotta be the best of friends, but you gonna say sorry or something's gotta give, but something could be fixed, but you just mentally gotta be strong. It's not about physical, bro. Your mind have to be strong. Your mind gotta be in the right place. If it's not, then you could crash. Like, you could crash faster than you think.
I asked you this question when we was on FaceTime. I said, have you ever been to a place where you feel like you've crashed mentally, right?
Hmm.
You said no, because you're always like the strong guy, the strong family members that maybe others could come to.
Hmm.
Obviously, you're in uncharted territory,
Hmm.
right? Have you ever thought that, damn, one day it might be too much for me, and what do you do if that day comes, or do you not even consider that?
I mean, like I told you on the phone, I never put too much on my plate that I can't eat. It's like food, bro. Remember when I go back to, if you putting so much food on your plate, eventually your plate gonna overflow and it's gonna fall, bro. It's gonna break. So you just put enough on your plate so you can scrape up and eat. Simple as that. And you keep going. If you want your second plate, you go for seconds. If you want your thirds, you go for thirds. But don't try to put your first and second and third on one plate. It's not gonna happen.
Well, what's that analogy is like, don't be the dog with a bone in your mouth going for another bone. You just gonna
Exactly,
end
bro.
up with no bones at the end of
That's
the day.
all, bro. So it's one step at a time. You can't do too much at once, bro. You really can't. You can't. It's impossible.
Just how close were you to your parents?
Super close. Like that. Like
Yeah.
my parents was the type of parents where I could tell them anything, being their son or not. Like even my friends, my whoever, you could tell my parents anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like bro, if you no funny shit, like if you having a baby or if this guy got chlamydia or some wild shit, like you can go to my parents and tell them. Like that's how cool they was. They was understanding. Some parents are not understanding. They can't. They don't want to be understanding, so they just have that lock on it. Like, no, I'm not gonna be understanding. My parents was understanding. They knew about everything. I always told my mother and father, um, y'all did what y'all had to do. We just made our choices. As a parent, you're gonna do what you have to do and try to have your child do what's best for them. But that child still have a choice. It depends on what choice they make. So sometimes the light switch is gonna go off and it's gonna go down. So it is what it is.
Any motivation come from this? Any like, yo, I gotta make it for them?
I always had that mentality, but yeah, I go harder because it's like, all right, now I want to put my brother and my sister in a better position. Like, you start looking at stuff like that, you take yourself out of it. Get it? It's like, I've been traveling the world for years. I've been doing this and doing that for years, and it's been me, me, me. What I mean by me is like, when I traveled the world, my family wasn't with me. I was actually working. So now that I done did certain things and I got access to certain things and I got certain contacts, now it's time to put other people around me in the same situation or in a better situation. Like, that's all it's really about. Like, you go get the tools and you bring them back to your tool shed. That's it. That's the whole game to it. But some people don't do that, though.
Mm.
But it is what it is. Life goes on.
Now, for the people that don't know you, just where you from?
I'm from South Jamaica, Queens. A lot of people don't know, but yeah, I'm definitely from Queens. I'm from South Side. Born and raised. My father, born and raised. My mom's, my mother's from Brooklyn, but then she moved to Queens. Well, my grandparents moved to Queens, but my mom's originally from Brooklyn. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, I'm born and raised South Jamaica. Straight out of South
City
Side.
boy.
Yeah, I'm straight out of South Side.
What? This is completely off topic, but what about the city? It doesn't seem. Do you want to move out of the city? You've been all over the country at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to stay here?
Nah,